And good afternoon. We are live in Thorsby, the inaugural game of Thorsby's brand new softball stadium. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's part of a complete athletic facility overhaul that's in the process. It includes improvements to the baseball field. It includes a grand entryway, concession stands, restrooms here at the football stadium, renovations to the football stadium, and this brand new, gorgeous high school softball stadium. The very first time that this team has had its very own stadium, and it has throughout its history played at city parks here in Thorsby, but it is a gorgeous, gorgeous playing surface. Brand new red clay dirt on the infield. It is immaculate. The grass freshly cut. In fact, the robot mower was out a little bit earlier cutting the grass. And then the sun is broken through the clouds, and it is a sunny afternoon. Highs about 68 here at the stadium as we get set for baseball. Taking a look, the Rebels will line up on defense this way, left to right in the outfield. Starting in left field, number 19, Faith Owens. In center field will be number 5, Gracie Huggins. In right field, number 27, Tamara Hinton. Left to right around the infield, starting at third base, number 24, Lexi Matson. Starting at shortstop, number 16, Allie Reeser. Starting at second base, number 28, Halley Cofer. And starting at first base, number 13, Celeste Gutierrez. Behind the plate today for the Lady Rebels, number 10, Addison Wood, and Brooklyn Reeser goes to the circle as the pitcher in today's Game 1. The batting order shakes out this way: Reeser, Wood, and Reeser, Hinton, Moore, and Huggins, Madsen, Gutierrez, and Cofer. Number 12, Maddie Moore, will be the designated player batting in the 5-hole today, and she will bat for Faith Owens. For the Billingsley Bears, their defense lines up this way. If I can turn the page for the Billingsley Bears. Starting in left field, number 25, Bristol Butler. In center field, number 14, Talia Moore. In right field, number 11, Leah Swainer. In left to right around the infield, at third, number 9, Shelby Boyce. At shortstop, number 2, Addison Rains. At second base, number 20, Jacayla Harris. And at first base, number 6, Kinsley Cotton. Behind the plate today, number 15, Paisley Burns. And on the mound, number 10, Kalia McCary. The batting order shakes out this way for the Lady Bears. It will be Rains, Moore, Cotton, Boyce, McCary, Swainer, Harris, Burns, and Butler. Those are your lineups, and it is a blessing and a privilege to welcome to the table this afternoon longtime coach. He has a history in about every possible sport you can coach in women's athletics. And we are very, very, very happy to have Miss Lisa Robinson with us along throughout baseball and softball season. Welcome in, Lisa.
Thank you, sir. I'm so glad to be here.
Well, we are excited to have you, Coach. I know this is going to be the first season in more than 20 years that you have not been on a bench coaching them up, not on the third base or first base line coaching them up. What's it like for you entering a new chapter in your life?
Well, there's nothing like the dirt, the grass, just the smell of softball. If you love the game, you're going to love softball. And this is just it. You know, it's in my blood, and I'm so thankful that I get to in this next chapter that I get to cover it.
Well, we are glad that you chose to come alongside of us this season. We had such a good time calling some volleyball last fall, and we just knew that this was going to be an outstanding fit because of your knowledge, because of your personality, and we've known you for years and years and years and know exactly the kind of person you are. We're excited to add you to the Piper Peach family of broadcasters. I believe we may be getting ready for the national anthem, Coach.
We are. They're lining up now. Coach Hayes is coming out. He's getting ready.
So we will pause for just a moment for the playing of our national anthem. And that is the national anthem. Welcome in everybody to the McKinnon Toyota Nissan High School Softball Showcase. I'm Jason Green along with Coach Rob, and we are ready for some softball. When we come back, we'll get things started right here in Thorsby. You're listening to, once again, the McKinnon Toyota Nissan High School Softball Showcase right here on Piper Peach Radio.
Maplesville Pharmacy, where personalized care meets convenience. Our dedicated team is here to assist you with expert guidance on prescriptions, over-the-counter medications, and more. Experience the difference today at Maplesville Pharmacy, your trusted partner in health.
The baseball team's playing.
Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
Whether you're heading to the woods or the lake, your adventure starts at Clanton Outdoors. From fishing gear to landing the big one to hunting accessories that let you talk them in close. With calls from Houndstooth, Double Down, and Turkey Man. And we now carry top-tier apparel like Ariat and Dan's hunting gear. Even the disc golf course is covered with a huge selection of Discraft discs. Your adventure starts here. Get by today. That's Clanton Outdoors. So, Coach Rob, we're ready to play. The Rebels, Brooklyn Reeser in the circle. And Addison Raines, the shortstop for Billingsley, steps in. Here's the first pitch of the season. Misses just outside for ball one.
Brooklyn brings to the circle a lot of experience. She's also signed with a college, a junior college now to play.
The next pitch on its way, hit back up the middle, just past Reeser, taken by the shortstop. Throw over to first is in time. Slow roller. It looked like it was going to be. She hit sharply back up the middle. It just kind of dies right over Reeser's head. Shortstop had to come a long way to make the play. Coach makes a nice throw on the first for the first out. That'll bring up Talia Moore, the center fielder. Moore with good speed, good defensive center fielder. Reeser's first pitch to her on the way. Fastball right down the middle for strike one. Coach, what pitches does Reeser?
I'm not really sure what she's throwing, but right now it looks like she's throwing maybe a slight curve by the way the ball's spinning. She's got a lot of spin on her ball, so it's hard to notice what she's got.
The next pitch was outside for ball one. It's 1-1. One away here. We do know that Superintendent of Education Corey Clements is supposed to stop by the table in a little while. Next pitch, fastball swung on and missed for strike two, 1-2. Going to have a lot to talk with about Corey when he shows up because there are so many things going on right now on all the campuses in Chilton County. You know, Jemison has wrapped up phase one of its renovation project. Verbena has just been approved. Here's the next swing and a miss for strike three, and that's the second out of the inning.
That looked like to be a slight rise ball right there from Brooklyn. She just didn't catch up with it.
So Verbena has had approval for a new competition gymnasium. The initial drawings were fantastic. First pitch to first baseman Kinsley Cotton is outside for ball one, 1-0. Maplesville's project is moving right along with the renovation of their stadium. Isabella Stadium should be nearing completion if it's not already. The next pitch, nice on the inside corner for strike one. It's 1-1.
I tell you, Brooklyn's moving the ball inside, outside, up, and you know, just keeping the batters off balance right now.
The 1-1 pitch in the dirt to the backstop for ball 2, 2-1. Here's the next pitch in for a strike. It's even the count now, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Bases are empty. The next pitch, right down the middle for strike 3. For Billingsley in the top half of the first, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. Going to the bottom half of the first, it's 0-0 with the Rebels coming to the plate. That was an impressive inning by Reeser, Coach.
Reeser had 2 strikeouts that time, and just a little loop to shortstop that her sister made a good out for her. So that helps out when your sister helps you out like
Pretty
that.
good up the middle, aren't you? We'll be back in just a moment. You're listening to the McKinnon Nissan Toyota High School Softball Showcase.
Discover timeless elegance at Edwards Jewelers. A staple in Clanton since 1950, Edwards Jewelers specializes in natural or lab-generated diamonds for engagements, weddings, anniversaries, or just because. Your special someone deserves the very best. Come see us today or visit edwardsjewelerssllc.com and choose from our amazing selection of diamonds, gold, platinum, and more. Edwards Jewelers in Clanton. Luxury at its finest.
And welcome back to Thorsby. No score, bottom half of the first inning as the Rebels prepare to come to the plate. I'd like to thank McKinnon Toyota Nissan. If you're in the market for a fantastic new ride or a great, dependable used vehicle, go by and see the sales staff there at McKinnon Toyota, exit 205 in Clanton. A fantastic selection of all your Toyota pickup trucks, cars, sports utility vehicles, and the same is said for the Nissan products as well. Go by and see them. You'll be grinning when you shop McKinnon because nobody beats a McKinnon deal.
Kayla McCary's in the circle right now. She's a sophomore for Billingsley. She's going to be pitching to some experienced batters. First one up's the pitcher, Brooklyn Reeser.
Reeser steps in, getting ready for the first pitch. Here it is, on its way. Takes a little something off of it, catches the inside or the outside corner for strike 1. Coach, I was making a note earlier. Watch the pitcher's hands on this one. Here's the ball lined down the first base line, foul for strike 2. Reeser in the hole, 0-2 early. I was noticing as she warmed up, the pitches, she has a different hand position, but the way she has it, she has big hands, and you can see the hand position on it.
Well, a good batter's going to be able to pick it out pretty quick to see what they're going to be getting.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Take something off. This is lined out into right center field, down into the fence. Reeser round second. She's on her horse, going for 3. She's there, looking to go home. She'll think better of it. She'll scamper back to the bag at third, and she leads off the Rebels season with a triple to right center field.
Yeah, that ball was hit in the right field, center field gap. Just a beautiful swing.
And had the wind not been coming from the direction it was, that one might have carried out of here. Second, the catcher now, Addison Wood, steps in. Wood's first at bat of the season. She looks to bunt, draws the bat back. Here's a throw back to the first base, or the pitcher rather, Coach. It gets past the pitcher, goes out to shortstop. The runner will score.
Well, that's an error on your catcher. Pitcher works hard enough. You got to get it to your catcher. You got to get it to your pitcher pretty clean.
So 1-0. Here's the pitch. High and outside for ball 2. It's 2-0. Reminder, in a couple of innings, we will have a local youngster singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game, sponsored by Garrison Farm and Home Center. Here's a fastball down the middle for strike 1. It's 2-1. A really good crowd, a nice crowd coming up County Road 37 from Autauga County there at Billingsley, and a great Thorsby crowd as always. Here's the next pitch, swung on, line foul. And out of play down the third baseline. That'll even the count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, this is a nice complex. It's a beautiful place.
Next pitch, lined foul, out of play. Count stays 2-2. I was talking to Thorsby's coach earlier. He has this thing completely automated. The lights are on a phone app, so he has it set when he wants them to come on. He can go to the house when it's over with, and it'll turn them off at a specific time as well. So he could be laying in bed taking a nap pregame and turn the lights on from anywhere in the world.
That's nice. You don't have to hang out in the concession stand till everybody leaves.
No. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Outside for ball 3. That'll run the count full, 3-2. It's 1-0. Thorsby with the lead. Nobody on, nobody out. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Here's the payoff pitch. Here's hit softly out to third base and taken in nicely. That's a nice job by the third baseman for Billingsley. That's Shelby Boyce.
That ball kind of ran in on her hands that time. She got a soft fly out to third.
Allie Reeser now steps in, the shortstop. We talked about Brooklyn, the pitcher, and Allie. It seems like there has been a Reeser or Cleveland or one of those girls on every softball team in the past 25 years. First pitch to Allie is high for ball 1.
Yeah, I was blessed to get to coach Holly her senior year, well, I should say Miss Matson, but
Yep.
she was a competitor, and I know her 2 sisters were as well.
Here's the next pitch, smacked hard on the ground after shortstop, on her horse, over to first, not in time. There's the throw. It's a good one for the second out of the inning. Sharply hit baseball, really kind of pounded into the dirt, dribbles out to the shortstop. That was Addison Raines. Raines makes a nice play on it, Coach.
Yeah, this infield looks like it's going to be slow movers. It doesn't look like it's going to be a quick infield.
First pitch to Tamara Hinton is high for ball 1. Again, talking to the coach just about the facility, he said this is a real thick, heavy clay, and that it absorbs water, and it holds water. So they needed some good sun. Here's a sharply hit ball out through the bag, across the bag at second base, into center field for a base hit. So Hinton on first after the strong single. That'll bring up the designated player, number 12, Maddie Moore.
That was a nice hit by Hinton, straight up the middle. She just hit it back where it came from.
We were talking about the dirt. He said it's heavy on clay. There's a chance that he may come back over the summer and put some of that crushed brick, the crush run brick on it. But he said it does slow things down and it plays wet. Ball hit out to shortstop. Got a chance at it. Raines does. Makes the throw in time for the out. For the Lady Bears for the Lady Rebels in the bottom half of the first inning, there was 1 run on 2 hits. There was 1 error. There was 1 Lady Rebel left on base. Going into the top half of the second inning, it's 1-0 Thorsby with the Bears coming to the plate. Coach, 1 inning of the bag. What you think?
Well, Thorsby's definitely swinging the bats and being aggressive at the plate. They're not wanting to walk. They're getting up there to hit. Billingsley is going to have to do the same, but they're also hitting against an experienced pitcher in the circle with Brooklyn. She's going to throw them several different kinds of pitches, so they're going to have to adjust to it.
When disaster hits, you need a neighbor you can trust. Sunshine Restorations is Central Alabama's first choice for fire, water, and mold damage, as well as mold remediation, crawl space cleanouts, and sewage removal. We're locally loaned, LLCRC certified, and available 24 hours a day for any emergency. We even work directly with your insurance company to keep the process stress-free. Call Sunshine Restorations now, 205-479-2344. Sunshine Restorations, restoring your home and your peace of mind. Once again, thank you for joining us on the McKinnon Toyota Nissan High School Softball Showcase. We're live at Thorsby, the inaugural game in the Lady Rebels' brand new softball facility. A gorgeous day for softball or anything outside, but it's favoring the Lady Rebels right now, leading 1-0 into the top of the second inning. The third baseman, Shelby Boyce, steps in. The first pitch she sees, swung on and missed for strike one.
Reeser's throwing heat right now.
A little something extra on that one. As she gets warm, she gets even more impressive.
She's got a lot of control also.
Next pitch, hit high out toward the right side and out of play. A long, loud strike. It's 0-2.
You know, I look out over the Rebels, and I see I've coached two of their mothers. Well, and actually the assistant coach over here played for me when I was at Thorsby, when I coached at Thorsby. So
you must have started young, Coach. I'm just saying. Here's the next pitch. Swung on, fouled back, out of play. Very nearly hit the Piper Peach van. Very nearly hit that Piper Peach van. Just, it's got that new wrap on it. Still 0-2, but a cracked windshield would be great. Next pitch hit softly back into the net. It's 0-2. Baden didn't notice that. Did you see the look on his face when I mentioned that, Coach?
he looked up.
Yep. He think he swallowed his tongue there for a minute.
Hurt peaches.
That peach on the front has a bruise on it now. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Little low.
Just misses. That's a good pitch, good spot.
It is.
1-2. One-two, hit fouled, out of play down the right field line. Coach, there should be some good softball played in Chilton County this year.
Yes. Matter of fact, yes. Maplesville's going to be extremely strong. Clanton will be strong again. Jimison's going to be strong. They didn't lose but one player from last year.
Next pitch, this one's fouled back as well.
She's working hard at the plate, fighting off, getting what she wants.
You know, you look at these names, Boyce and Raines and Cotton, they all have brothers that play multiple sports, as do they. You got to love that about a small school. Here's another one fouled back, 4 consecutive foul balls now. Hanging tough is Boyce.
She's making Brooklyn work in the circle for this one.
We're at the top of the second inning, 1-0 Thorsby with a lead. Billingsley at the plate. Here's the next pitch in the dirt for ball 2. Runs the count, now even 2-2. So are we thinking that we believe that Thorsby's going to be pretty good as well. So obviously with the different classifications, you still believe that Maplesville may be the best team this year? Here's the next pitch low for ball 3. Counts full, 3-2.
Maplesville's going to be stout. You know, I'm really not sure. You know, it's hard to say at the beginning of the year, but definitely, for sure. I think that everybody stays healthy, and I think Maplesville is going to come out strong, and I think Jemison will. Jemison's going to have more help in the circle this year with pitching. Hannah Popwell pretty much did it by herself last year, with a little help from an 8th grader that came up at the end of the year.
Here's the payoff pitch, just misses inside for ball 4.
That doesn't happen a lot.
So Reeser issues the walk, runner on first, the first base runner of the game for Billingsley. That'll bring the pitcher, Kalia McCary, in. Here's the first pitch, swung on and missed for strike 1.
She pulled that from her hip right there. She put a little extra on it.
Swung on and missed for strike 2. And she took a little off of that one that time.
Yes.
I'm having a harder time picking up her grip on what she's going to throw. But she has great rotation on everything that she throws.
She has a lot of spin, and that one
Swung on and missed for strike 3.
That one actually curved to the outside part of the plate. So
it's fascinating to me, and I've watched some softball, been around it a little bit, don't know a lot about it, but it's fascinating to me to see what they get on the ball, how they're able to make it rise, how they're able to make it drop. Here's the first pitch to Leah Swainer on the inside corner for strike 1.
You know, it's just like baseball. It's all with the grip, but it also has to do with the tilt.
Yeah.
You know, rise ball, you want that tilt.
Here's a pitch in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Runner will advance on the pass ball down to second base. It's 1-1 count now to Swainer. Coach, they got the grill going over there, it smells like.
Smells pretty good, doesn't it?
Yep. I think Baden buys dinner. What do you? That sounds like a good plan to me. Here's the
He
next.
said no chance.
Ball put down on the ground for a bunt. Throw over to first. It'll advance the runner. So 2 away now. Runner at third. And that'll bring in Jakayla Harris, the second baseman.
You know, softball's come a long way. You know, used to third base coaches stood down there, gave all these signs. Half the girls didn't even know them. Now they're calling out numbers, and you know, it's kind of like what quarterbacks use.
Yep.
So now.
First pitch high for ball 1, 1-0.
And even that, you know, people's also now they have the watches where the coaches are sending in the pitches on the watches, and the catcher has an earpiece now that they can have one device like that. So it's come a long way.
Last pitch in for a strike. It's 1-1. Reeser back. Toes the rubber now. And here's the throw. Fastball on the outside corner for strike 2. 1-2. Harris is a threat to put it on the ground via the bunt and run. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. For the Lady Bears in the top half of the second inning, there were no runs, no hits, there were no errors. 1 Bear left on base. Going into the bottom half of the second inning, it's 1-0.
Brooke Lenardi has 4 strikeouts.
So a dominating performance. Struggled with one batter in that inning, and then otherwise, she shut everybody else down. You're listening to McKinnon Toyota Nissan High School Softball Showcase. We're back with more in just a moment.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage.
Just have those two.
Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences.
Okay.
Know the truth.
Well, top
Underage
half,
drinking
bottom
and
half.
social hosting is a bad
And then
mix.
one-
For more information,
ad.
contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
What? And welcome back. We are live once again on the McKinnon Toyota Nissan High School Softball Showcase, live in Thorsby. Going into the bottom half of the second inning, Rebels lead 1-0 and come to the plate. So, Coach Rob, has anything that you've seen so far surprised you? Or is it just a little early?
Just a little early. I know Thorsby's been, they put the bat on the ball. They're not standing up there waiting.
Center fielder Gracie Huggins steps in. First pitch she sees, all speed pitch, gets under it a little bit, fouls straight back for strike one. That had a little float to it, Coach.
Yeah, I was noticing her feet. It's going a little high. The last two pitches has come in high.
So it's a 1-1 count now after that one comes in high and inside. Here's the next pitch. Hit back up the middle, out towards second base. She's there. Throw over to first in time for the out. One away now as Lexi Matson, the third baseman, steps in. We were talking, I remember years ago when I worked at the newspaper, Halley Matson, Halley Cleveland at the time. Here's a hard hit ball out into right field, off the glove of the right fielder and down. She'll be in with an E9. But the first base runner of the second inning for the Lady Rebels. And I can just remember in everything she played, she was such a competitor. Whether it was basketball, softball, she was cheerleader as well, wasn't she?
That's
she
correct.
did everything. And now she leads the school. My son goes here to Thorsby and just feel like Miss Matson does a very good job. That'll bring in Gutierrez now. The first baseman swings and misses. Throw down to first base, bounces away from the first baseman into the corner in right field. There's an error by the pitcher. Gets away. Now the throw past the catcher, and the runner will score. She comes all the way around from first base to score, courtesy of some errors.
2 errors cost on that particular round. 2 throwing errors. Sometimes it's best when you're going from the outfield and you're going to throw it in to get it to your pitcher.
The first pitch was a strike to Celeste Gutierrez. The next one is inside. Cracks her on the left thigh. She'll take her base. So often you see just a series of errors right there, and it costs the pitcher in terms of concentration. And I feel like that may have been what you saw a little bit. That one just got away from her.
Yes, it rattles your pitcher a lot. Your outfield, your infield's got to play hard for your pitcher.
Halley Cofer, the second baseman, steps in. Her ponytail is very nearly as tall as she is. First pitch to her, high for ball one. Runner will go. Gutierrez is in safely, runs past the bag. They've got her caught in a rundown. She'll slide in, safe.
That time the throw back in from second base to the third baseman was just a little high, and Gutierrez was able to get under the throw. safe at third.
2 steals.
That's right.
So runner at third now with 1 away. 1-0 count on the second baseman, Cofer. So Lady Rebels lead 2-0. Here's the next pitch. Fastball inside for strike 1.
You know, 1 hit right here scores.
Ball hit sharply out to the shortstop. Raines has it, throws over to first in time. It will score the runner. So it's an RBI ground out for Halley Cofer, and it brings us back to the top of the order with the Rebels leading 2-0. This is the pitcher, Brooklyn Reeser. Reeser 1 for 1 with a triple and a run scored back in the first. First pitch she sees here, the second is high for ball 1.
Last up, she hit a triple between center field and right field.
And if it had just a little more carry on it, it would have been a leadoff home run. What a way to start the season.
Absolutely.
Triple's pretty impressive as it is. Here's the 2-0 pitch, hit hard on the ground, out to shortstop. Raines is there, firing over in time.
That was a good play by your first baseman. Caught it on the hop.
Had to go deep in the hole to make that play. Comes up firing. The throw was a little low. First baseman does a great job of digging that one out. For the Lady Rebels in the bottom half of the second, there were 2 runs on no hits. There was 1 error. No one left on base. Going into the top of the third inning, it's 3-0 Thorsby with the Bears coming to the plate. Back with more in just a moment.
The plans you have for your property need the right equipment. Kubota has reliable tractors, utility vehicles, and mowers to help you make the most of your land, along with strong dealer support. Stop by today to explore our lineup. Right now, bring home select Kubota BX Series with 0% financing available or save up to $1,500. Now through February 28th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Get by Clanton Tractor today or visit ClantonTractor.com.
We live here, work here, and raise our families here, just like you. At First Bank of Alabama, we're committed to serving our neighbors with honesty, trust, and care. Every decision...
No. You sure?
I'm sure.
Okay. All right. And welcome back. I'm trying to find somebody to sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game, Baden. Thanks for the little heads up about coming back. Yeah, that was a hard no on the last person I just asked. So if nobody else does it, that means Coach Rob's going to do it. Coach Rob, you and I will sing it together. How about that?
I'll have to have help.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
You know, my sister, she sings and she has a beautiful voice. But I got the athletic side.
But she couldn't coach herself out of a wet paper sack. So
Yeah.
It's okay to have different skills.
Yeah, it is.
It's okay. It's like Baden. You wouldn't know it, but he's a terrific dancer. Here's the catcher, Paisley Burns for Billingsley. Hits that one straight back. She hit that one like she had a grudge against you, Coach. That
That's
comes
right.
straight for you. Thank God for nylon. It's 0-1. I don't even, you know what? It's a great idea having a kid sing it, but I wonder if they even know Take Me Out to the Ball Game anymore. Here's the ball, hit on the ground, out to shortstop. Reeser's there, over to first. Gutierrez handles that one nicely, and that's the first out of the inning.
Hey, Carrie.
Officials going out to have a talk about something. Not really sure what that was in regards to, Coach. Did you see a problem?
I did not.
Bristol Butler, the left fielder, steps in now. Our first at bat of the ball game. Here it is. Here's the first pitch.
Good pitch right there, a little outside.
Just misses.
She's towing the line up there, so.
Here's the next pitch. This was on the corner for a strike, 1-1. Coach, I know you got all involved in having to buy equipment and everything. When I was in college, our athletic program was so bad, we were sponsored by Stride Right. Here's the 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed for strike 2. It's 1-2.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one, Jason.
Did you know the station owner was actually named after a basketball?
Really?
Here's the next pitch. Yeah, Baden, remember? They were cheap plastic knockoff basketballs. They were basketballs nonetheless. Here's the 2-2 pitch on its way. Nice, got it, strikeout. Gets away from her. There's the tag, though, and the throw down to first just in case. But it will be a strikeout for the second out of the inning. That brings us to the top of the order. Addison Raines, the shortstop. Raines has played exceptionally well defensively so far for Billingsley. She'd like to get things going at the plate. She's 0 for 1. She grounded out to shortstop back in the first inning. First pitch, off-speed pitch outside and in the dirt for ball 1.
It looks like she's throwing maybe a horseshoe change. It's the grip that comes along the seams like a horseshoe. That's what it looks like she throws.
Here's a sharply hit ball foul down the right field line, out of play over the dugout. That'll even the count now at 1-1. One pitch swung on and missed for strike 2, 1-2.
You know, on that last play where the hitter didn't run out the strikeout, it always pays to run it out because first baseman kind of bobbled it a little bit. If she'd have ran full speed, she may have been safe.
The next pitch lifted out of play and foul. Hits right in the middle of the street. That's going to have a mark on it. 1-2.
I have found, though, that softball pitchers are not as funny about marks on a ball like a baseball pitcher is.
Next pitch gets away from her high for ball 2. I know baseball pitchers, a lot of them like to have a scuff on it because they can use that. That gives them a little more motion.
That's right.
On the ball. So a baseball pitcher, though, is subject to use most anything he can find to put on the ball to get some extra break. Here's the ball hit sharply out to shortstop. Long throw. There it is in time for the out. For Billingsley in the top of the third. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base going into the bottom of the third. Rebels lead 3-0. We're back with more on the McKinnon Toyota Nissan High School Softball Showcase.
We live here, work here, and raise our families here, just like you. At First Bank of Alabama, we're committed to serving our neighbors with honesty, trust, and care. Every decision we make comes back to making life better for the people right here at home. We're proud to support local businesses, schools, and families because strong communities build a stronger future for us all. You're not just our customers, you're our friends and our neighbors, and that matters to us. First Bank of Alabama, where you are first. Visit us online at fbal.bank.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And welcome back, Coach. It's 3-0. And the Rebels have just taken advantage of mistakes, really, to this point. They've done a good job at the plate. They've been aggressive. Coach, they'd like to go ahead and put some more runs on the board here, though.
Absolutely. Right here, they got the lefty catcher coming in. Wood. She came up last time, and she lined to third base.
Here is the first pitch she sees. She tries to check her swing. She gets a part of it, and it goes dribbling down the third baseline. It does go foul, so it's strike one. She likes to hit it toward third. She is a lefty. Kalia McCary still on the mound for Billingsley. The next pitch is outside for ball one. 1-1.
They're throwing this lefty outside, so she's actually hitting it where it's pitched. Another outside pitch.
And it misses for ball two, 2-1. And the next miss is ball three, 3-1. And there's ball four in the dirt. She'll take her base. That is the first walk issued by Billingsley. Runner on first now, no outs. Allie Reeser, the shortstop, comes up. We'll have a speed-up runner for Thorsby. Reeser 0 for 1, and she grounded out to shortstop back in the first inning. Wood, with relatively good speed, is a threat on the base path. Hard hit. Shot right back at the pitcher. She handles it on to first in time for the out.
That was a sharply hit ball back. She handled it well. Advanced the runner to second. So now Thorsby has a runner at second with one out.
Tamara Hinton steps in. Hinton had a line shot back up the middle for a single her last time up back in the first. First pitch to her is high for ball one. Here's a throw from the catcher into center field. The runner will advance to third on the error by the catcher. Then there was an overthrow. Fortunately, I believe it was the catcher coming back over to back up the throw coming in from the outfield to keep that run from scoring.
Absolutely. If she hadn't have backed the throw up, they would have been another run scored.
So it's 1-0 count to Hinton. The next pitch to her is in the dirt, away from the catcher. Can't find it. She'll dig it out of the dirt now. And there is another run for the Lady Rebels. It's 4-0.
All four of Thorsby's runs have been off of throwing errors.
All four unearned.
Absolutely.
So it's a 2-0 count to Hinton. Here's the next pitch to her, inside for ball three, 3-0. Very nearly hits Hinton. She does a good job of getting out of the way. Up 4-0 with the bases empty. No need to take that one if you can avoid it. Get a better pitch to hit. Takes a little something off that one, Coach. That looked to be like a changeup on the outside corner.
Well, Hinton's at the very front of the box. So that in itself.
Next pitch is high.
She don't get it back. She's going to turn and, she comes back.
Ball four. Yeah, that one got away from the pitcher, or from the catcher rather, and Hinton with great speed opted to stay at first. That'll bring up Maddie Moore. Moore 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to shortstop into first. Puts this one in the air. Out on the grass at short. It's handled nicely once again by Boyce. Check that. That's Raines for the second out of the inning.
Gracie hit a ball to second base last time.
She'll hit it there again over the head of the second baseman into right field, down for a hit. Runner advances past third. Here's a play at the plate in time for the out. Got a little greedy Huggins advanced to second on the throw, but Hinton is out 5-2 for the third out of the inning. A little excitement there, Coach.
Good play by third baseman to get the ball back into the catcher and make the tag.
For Thorsby, the bottom half of the third, there was one run on one hit. There was one error. One Lady Rebel left on base. Going into the top of the fourth, it's 4-0. Thorsby with the lead. Billingsley coming to the plate. Back with more in just a moment.
It looks like
Maplesville Pharmacy, where personalized care meets convenience. Our dedicated team is here to assist you with expert guidance on prescriptions, over-the-counter medications, and more. Experience the difference today at Maplesville Pharmacy, your trusted partner in health.
And welcome back. We would like to thank all of our sponsors for making this and other games throughout the season possible. Whether you're heading to the woods or the lake, your adventure starts at Clanton Outdoors. From fishing gear to help land the big one, to hunting accessories that let you talk them in close, with calls from Houndstooth, Double Down, and Turkey Man. They now even carry top-tier apparel like Ariat and Dan's hunting gear. Even the disc golf course is covered with a huge selection of Discraft discs. Your adventure starts here. Get by today and see the great folks at Clanton Outdoors. Leading off the top of the fourth inning is Talia Moore, the center fielder. She was a strikeout victim back in the first. First pitch she sees is popped up and out of play for strike one.
Brooklyn's heading right for her. She's throwing hard, but Moore seemed to caught up with that, just hit it on the bottom part of the ball.
She seems to be leaving it up here in the third and now in the fourth inning more. Hard hit ball, deep to center field, off the center field wall. Here's a throw into the bag at second, and the runner is safe with a double. Coach, she got every drop of that one. Straight away center field, just to the left of the video board.
Yeah, she roped that one to the outfield. She was spot on with that pitch.
Another high, but
it was a little high.
Reeser left it a little high. Sure did. That'll bring up Kinsley Cotton, the first baseman. First pitch to her is low for ball one. Sun beginning to set in the western sky. Glow, kind of that glowing time of the day.
It's a good pitch by Reeser right there.
Strike one, it's 1-1. Here's the next pitch. In for strike two, 1-2. Superintendent of Education Corey Clements has snuck in. He is superintendent by day, ninja by afternoon, because nobody heard him come up. Here's a throw over to first on the ground, ball in time. Runner will advance to third. There's one away now with a runner at third base.
I knew he was there, but he sounds my chest.
That time
I said, I knew you were there.
I saw left field come in to back up that throw. That's just good coaching right there.
Fundamental. It's almost you can see the pieces on the field move.
That's right.
Depending on what's going on. That's going to bring up Shelby Boyce. Boyce walked back in the second inning. Runner on third now with one away. First pitch hit on the ground, out to shortstop. Shortstop looks the runner back to the bag. Here's a throw down to the bag now as the runner comes, and she is safe.
Yeah,
so a
she's
run
quick.
Across for Billingsley.
That was a quick play because Allie came up with the ball and got the out at one, but That was a quick play. She has some speed on her.
That'll bring up Kalia McCary, the pitcher, 0 for 1 on the day. She settled down nicely, though, in the circle.
Yes.
But really, it's been kind of the defense behind her that's been the biggest problem for Billingsley today.
She's thrown a good game, but you're right. I always told my kids you can't have more errors than you have points.
Right. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike one, 1-1. She wanted every drop of that one.
She did.
Here's the ball, hit off the end of the bat. Hits in the dirt. Reeser gets a hand on it. Finally fields it, throws it over the bag. Gutierrez spins around in a circle. She'll step on the bag for the out. That's the third out of the inning for Billingsley. In the top of the fourth, there was one run, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. Going into the bottom of the fourth, it's 4-1 Rebels. Thorsby coming to the plate. And when we come back, Superintendent of Education Corey Clements joins us right here on Piper Peach Radio.
Maplesville Pharmacy, where personalized care meets convenience. Our dedicated team is here to assist you with expert guidance on prescriptions, over-the-counter medications, and more. Experience the difference today at Maplesville Pharmacy, your trusted partner in health. Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
And welcome back. Leading off the bottom of the fourth inning, Lexi Matson ropes one into right center field and down for a double. That'll bring up Gutierrez, who was hit by a pitch, stole two bases and scored a run her last time up. Welcome in Corey Clements, Superintendent of Education for the Chilton County School System. Corey, it's great to have you out.
Good to be here, Jason.
It's a big day for the Rebels, and your administration has played a huge role in this spectacular softball facility.
First of all, I don't want to do anything to take away from you covering the action here, so I'll try to phrase my comments between pitches here.
Oh, you're good.
Just a really neat day here to finally see these girls with their own softball field. I know Lisa can relate to the logistical nightmares of playing off campus, especially when you have young girls, 7th and 8th graders that can't drive and things like that. There's a pass ball, and Lexi comes home to make it 5-1.
So you're serving your dual roles now. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's good.
We are lovingly referring to this as the house that Karen built. Karen Reeser, I know she's here somewhere. I haven't seen her, but all four of her girls, huge parts at Thorsby softball, and now McKinley playing at Sanford, and then 3 granddaughters playing, and one more Paisley on the way. Just really neat for the Cleveland/Reeser family. Happy for them. Of course, Holly's the principal now, and all of us are old enough to remember Heather and Tammy and Holly all being players, and just really neat for that family, and just a great day. Great day here.
Well, this was a project that we watched go on for about a year, and it's kind of connected the athletic facilities here. It's a grand entryway. Improvements have been made to the football stadium, the baseball stadium, this new facility. This is the first time Thorsby has ever had technically an on-campus, its own school softball facility.
That's correct.
It is a historical event taking place here tonight.
Yeah, and I know in my lifetime this will be the 5th location that softball has played in. Played actually on the baseball field probably when Coach Robinson was in high school, and then moved over to the city park on what I think they call Field 2 now, and then moved over to what I think they call, I don't even know what field they call it, Coach Robinson, when it's Darrell Hillier Field now, and then they moved over to Field 5 at the city park, and now we finally found a permanent home, I think, for Rebel softball. And I'm sure you could look around and find some stuff you would do differently, but it's a pretty nice setup.
It's extremely nice. You know, when Ricky Porter, my first year, Coach Brian hired me, and ball went through shortstop and second, and she's at third. And we was actually at the city park that year. That was the year actually that Holly, Miss Matson, her senior year, that she threw 22 straight innings. She threw 7 with a break, 8 with a break, 7 more. And she was throwing just as strong that 22nd inning that she was that first inning.
And one of the most amazing athletic things I've ever seen in high school. One year, I can't remember, Holly was pitching in the state tournament in Montgomery, and they had to play against either Ida or Pisgah, and Thorsby lost 1-0, and the game took 40 minutes. The whole 7 innings, 40 minutes. Fastest, it's the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
That's the craziest thing ever. It is 5-1, hard hit ball. Tailing foul, going to be a little trouble, and it is.
She'll get a second opportunity there to come back.
Just a loud strike.
Tough play for the first baseman going back like that and the ball moving away from her towards the field.
So we've got a runner on third, no outs, with a run plated here. It's a 2-2 count to Halley Cofer. Cofer 0 for 1 with an RBI ground out. Here's the next pitch to her, outside for ball 3. We know that this is just one of a lot of different projects going on. Give us an update on what's happening around Chilton County now in terms of athletic facilities and academic-related facilities.
Sure. You call this game as you see it, and I'll jump in here.
There's a swing and a miss. The runner comes, and she is safe. Could have been a throw down to first. They chose to go to the plate. The runner play at the plate's not in time, and she will advance to first base on the K. So that'll bring the top of the order now. Brooklyn Reeser. Reeser 1 for 2 with a triple and a run scored. So go ahead.
I'll let this pitch be thrown here, and then I'll.
Oh, we can mitigate that. Hard hit ball out into right center field, all the way to the fence. Runner around second base, on her way to third. They're going to wave her home, send Reeser to third. It's an RBI triple to blow it open.
That's our second triple for the day.
How many times you see 2 triples in a game?
From the same player, the same location.
So I'm leaving here, Jason. I'm headed up to Jemison. Of course, we've remodeled the baseball facility up there, and have demoed the home side bleachers and press box and lights at the football field. By the time football starts, all that'll be ready. Opening bids for a classroom edition here at Thorsby. It'll be a 12 classroom edition and a new library here at the school. Coming at the end of this month.
Much needed.
Much needed. They are out of room here, and of course we have stadium renovations at Maplesville and at Isabella. We've purchased some property at Isabella to help with parking, and going to move some parking across the road there at the school. We've already mentioned Chilton County High School softball and football. with projects, and the board just approved 2 huge projects at Verbena just last week, or this week actually. Classrooms, elementary gym, kitchen at Verbena Annex, and then competition gym at Verbena High School. And then kind of the big thing that's out there is our Career Tech Center. We are expecting to put the grading package out for that soon. Hopefully by the end of this month, maybe 1st of March, we'll put the grading package out and then bid the entire building out. So a lot going on, a lot of great things going on.
It's Addison Wood at the plate, 2-2 the count. Runner at third base, no outs. Next pitch, low for ball 3, runs the count full, 3-2. So when will most of the current projects that are ongoing right now, when will those start wrapping up?
So this, what we call phase 1, will end this summer. You'll Jemison football, Chilton County High School football, Maplesville, Isabella football, all those will be done this summer. And then probably a 12-month lead time on the 2 projects at Verbena. And then the Career Tech Center is going to have a 14-month construction time on it. We hope the plan is for it to be open and operational at the beginning of the 27 school year. The classrooms here at Thorsby will probably be 12 to 14 months as well. Be a logistical nightmare for a little while dropping your kids off at school, but it's won't be any worse than it is right now. And then we'll start into phase 2, which is going to be exciting too. I'll let Miss Wood hit here and tell you a little bit about that.
That pitch is outside the zone for ball 4. Runners now at the corners, no out. Allie Reeser steps in. She's 0 for 2.
We're working with Jonathan Varden, the mayor up in Jemison. He's got some plans for things he wants to do downtown with some city property where, again, another place Coach Robinson coached at Jemison at the softball facility. We had a plan in place actually last year to renovate the softball, and the bids came back just a little out of whack. That we thought we could get way more bang for the buck than what we had there, and Jonathan's going to work with us on that to help mitigate some of that. And we really want to do something pretty grand there, since it's the first thing you see when you approach our school buildings there, and make that kind of a showpiece of that end of the county. If you've been by the baseball facility, it is unbelievable the way that turned out. And then we're going to have to do a classroom addition at Maplesville. Again, that's another place kind of like Thorsby they've just outgrown their footprint that they have right now. And you keep winning football games, and people want to show up and go to school there. And then some property acquisitions we're looking at, and then we'd like to build a new softball field at Isabella as well. Well, one thing I did forget that everybody will love is we have work out for bid to air condition all our high school gymnasiums, high school and middle school gymnasiums.
Wow.
Something Mr. Griffin tried to do about 3 or 4 years ago, and for one reason or another, the board voted that down. But Mr. Griffin did all the legwork on that, and we're got that out for work right now, and then we'll open bids and submit that. But that's something we're going to do.
As a volleyball coach for about 15 years in this county, it is absolutely horrible in a gym, and especially with Jemison, you come out drenched. I mean, actually, your socks are soaking wet when you come out of there.
And there's all kind of excuses you can make. High fly ball to right field.
Out on the grass. The second baseman goes out off her glove. 1 run will score.
Like I was saying, Coach Robinson, 50 years ago when these gyms were built, nobody had a volleyball team. They were unused during the summer. Nobody played play dates during the summer months, and nobody was playing basketball during the summer. But now they do, and like you said, it's miserable. If you've been to Isabella, which I know you have, in a metal gymnasium in late August, early September is brutal. And so we're going to address it. It's taking time. And
the thing about Jemison and Isabella is you actually have a few doors that you can open if you can get some breeze blowing through. But in Thorsby, there's no way because foul ball.
Sharply hit ball out of play.
Because your two doors that would actually draw it through, one's downstairs.
Yeah.
So, it's just so hot, and people really don't realize with pep rallies going on in the gyms, and it's a medical factor as well.
Sharply hit baseball, out softball, out in the left field. One run will score. Throw back to the bag at third base and behind the runners, not in time. So an RBI double for Tamara Hinton, and the Rebels have put 5 on the board in the bottom of the 4th.
That's the second ball that Tam has just absolutely crushed.
Yeah, she's hitting, she's seeing it. She's seeing the ball well, and with her speed, if they get this in the cross, she can score with her speed.
So we have this thing that's sponsored by Garrison Farm. Here's the ball hit out on the ground. Third base bobbles it. Throw over to the bag
nice
in
play
time.
by the first baseman.
Good job
stretch
by the first baseman to dig that one out. That's the first out of the inning. It's an RBI ground out. So we've got this thing that Garrison Farm and Home Center is sponsoring. And we've been trying to find the right person for it, but we're really going to need you to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
No, I think
we're going to.
You're going to have.
Okay, never mind.
You're going to have to find somebody else for that. You're going to have to bring Ricky over here for that.
you're off the hook. You're off the hook.
Next time, bring your guitar. Be practicing, and the next time,
you're
ready.
on the hook.
Well, I would play. That's not a problem. I will not sing that.
He just refuses to sing. I'm not singing. Here's the next pitch in the dirt to the backstop. That run will score on the wild pitch. It's 2-0 count now to Gracie Huggins.
This has really gotten away from Billingsley. They have not played that
No.
badly or inefficiently. It's just things have kind of steamrolled here in this inning.
Sharply hit ball. Nice job by the second baseman. Throw over to first in time.
Well, this is their third time through the lineup seeing this pitcher.
Yeah.
So they're catching up with her, and they're really they're hitting the ball well tonight.
And here's another one of those Reeser grandchildren. Lexi's an 8th grader.
Matchin is 1 for 2. She reached on an error. She's got a double, and she scored. Here's a hard hit ball. Left field, off the wall. Rounds second, gives a look to third, and opts to go in for a stand-up double.
That's her second double of the night.
I thought it was gone.
I did too.
That one came off the bat really, really well. That'll bring up Gutierrez. Gutierrez, no official at bat. She was hit by a pitch. She's walked, scored 2 runs, and stolen 3 bases.
Well, I know I say this every time I'm on with you, Jason, but thank you to you and Lisa for what you're doing. This is such a great thing for our kids. They love to be broadcast, and I know those of you that are listening that would like to be here that can't get here. It's a service to them. But thank you to Piper Peach and for you guys for being willing to do this. I can remember being in high school and the county basketball tournament being on the radio, and I just thought that was the greatest thing in the world. And so thank you, Baden. I guess thank you to you too for doing this.
This has been a long time coming, and I'm glad that Piper Peach was the one to step out and say, "Hey, we want to do our spring sports," because it's popular,
It keeps us busy. But we do enjoy doing it. But it makes it so much better when we've got people that want to work with us.
Yeah.
It makes it fun. When we know we're going to come across you, when we're going to be able to have great conversations about really positive things that are going on in all of these communities. That's why we do what we do. We want these kids to be. Here's a ball fouled away. So they get a bad rap a lot of times. This generation before. But there's a lot of great kids.
Oh yeah.
And they need to be get that pat on the back for being great kids too. So we love what we do. We love being in these communities. Hard hit baseball or softball on the ground, out into right field. That's going to be a single and an RBI. That was a pitch hitter. I had number 9 there.
Hadder.
Hadder.
Look, we have some of the best kids anywhere in all 6 of our high schools. And at the ball field is a great place to see that, but it's not limited to that. I mean, it's at band concerts or track meets or everything. I mean, we just have quality kids here.
You know, I'm going to throw this out there. Jimison's first year of having a soccer team, we're not able to compete, actually. I mean, we're competing, but it's not actually what am I trying to say?
Non-participatory in the playoff system.
They're going to Wetumpka tonight, and they won their first 2 out. The guys have.
And I think either March the 2nd or March the 5th will be our first ever in-county soccer game between Chilton County High School and Jemison High School. Mm-hmm. So that'll be at Chilton County High School, and it'll be our first ever in-county soccer match. Chilton County High School is doing really well too.
Yes, they are. That has been a very strong program since its inception. They've done a great job.
Yeah, Coach Gerganis does a really good job there.
And it is a lot of fun to watch as well.
Number 8, Caudle, she's new batter.
1-2 count on her.
Well, I'm a big believer that kids that are involved in things are just more successful and more inclined to want to come to school and do things. And line drive, Lily beat it out.
It will be an infield hit. Throw is wide of the bag at first. 1 run will score. Check that.
That was the on-deck batter.
That was on the deck batter. Yeah, Reeser, she's just trying to trick me. She did a good job of it, by the way. Really good job of it. The runner will advance on the error. So runners now at second and third.
That was Lily Caudle. She came up and got a nice hit.
And that'll bring the top of the order back. This is Brooklyn Reeser. Reeser watches the first one go by for ball 1. Reeser 2 for 3 with 2 triples. You don't hear that very often. Corey, being on campus at Thorsby, we know you went through school here and graduated from Thorsby. What's it like for you? Does it bring back memories? Is there one thing that you think about? Is there any one great memory that you come back with? We know you played basketball for Marvin Green. We know you played baseball for Russell Ricks. I think you played basketball for Russell too, didn't you?
No, just Mr. Stevens, Mr. Green, and then played baseball for Russ Bryan, and then for Coach Ricks. I couldn't pinpoint one thing, Jason. It's just I think about my teachers when I'm here. Not just my coaches, the Randy Kelly and Jerry Jones and Jerry Stevens, Sue Edge, Ellen Trawick, and then even my elementary teachers. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. The people that loved on us for 12 years while we were here, and it just. It's like that at every school, I'm sure, but it was special the whole time I was here, just to know the Scooter Culps and the Michael Don Price and just so many people that loved on me and wanted to help me be successful. Just that's what I think about more than anything.
Well, I was thinking about your mom the other day and thinking about being back in the old home ec building with that whole wing of that building was just one big kitchen.
Yep.
And stuff that she taught us, and she was special. She was a mom to a lot of people up there too. Have wonderful memories of her. The last base hit was by Brooklyn Reeser. That was an RBI single, and the lefty Addison Wood is in. It's a 2-0 count to her.
All comes in high.
13-1. It's a 9-run inning. It has destroyed my score sheet.
And I think, Jason, you said that. I appreciate you saying that about my mom, but I think Miss Sue falls into that category as well too. Miss Edge was like that to lots of us. No problem.
If she would put up with me trying to learn Spanish, that was a train wreck in itself. But Miss Sue had been my pastor's wife there at Thorsby first. I took English and took Spanish from her. And you know what? She was just that one. If you ever needed something, if you just needed to talk, she was that lady.
You know, there was several of them left when I came here my first year teaching in 2004. And, man, what great role models.
Yeah, just great people. Great people. Like I said, I know, Coach Robinson could go through her teachers at Jemison probably and tell us the same thing.
Here's a ball hit out into center field. The shortstop comes over. Raines has had a spectacular day defensively. She goes back and she makes that play for the third out of the inning. 9 runs plate in the bottom half of the fourth. It's 13-1 going into the fifth. We'll be back with more, and that's the ball game.
That's it.
That's the ball game. 13-1 is going to be your final score from Thorsby. The inaugural game in the new softball stadium is won by the Lady Rebels 13-1. When we come back, we'll wrap up with Mr. Clements and we'll wrap up the ball game. You're listening to the McKinnon Toyota Nissan High School Softball Showcase live from Thorsby on Piper Peach Radio. Garrison Farm and Home Center on Highway 31 in Thorsby is your one-stop shop and getting yourself ready for the gardening season. Farmers throughout central Alabama, whether they're 100-acre farmers or those weekend warriors, have grown to depend on Garrison Farm and Home Center to meet those needs and getting their planting spot ready for the spring planting season. So whether you need just a handful of seeds or bulk seeds, large bulk orders of fertilizer, or just a bag, pet food, fencing, and many, many other items dealing with the farm and home, Garrison Farm and Home Center is your place and your connection to find exactly what you're looking for. Go by and see Rick, Teresa, Jaden, Rihanna, and the whole staff at Garrison Farm and Home Center on Highway 31 in Thorsby, or give them a call today for those farming-related questions, 205-646-2666. You'll be glad you did. Garrison Farm and Home Center in Thorsby, a one-stop shop for all your farming and planting needs.
Discover timeless elegance at Edwards Jewelers. A staple in Clanton since 1950, Edwards Jewelers specializes in natural or lab-generated diamonds for engagements, weddings, anniversaries, or just because. Your special someone deserves the very best. Come see us today or visit edwardsjewelerssllc.com and choose from our amazing selection of diamonds, gold, platinum, and more. Edwards Jewelers in Clanton. Luxury at its finest.
Misha and Maya.
Need reliable towing or diesel repair? Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984.
He's one of our folks out at Mineral Springs. And welcome back, Corey Clements. Just going to wrap up. You've got someplace else to be. Going to give you time to do that. We really do appreciate you coming by. It was good to visit with you.
Good to visit with y'all. It's good to visit with y'all too. Every time I see Lisa, she hugs me, and it's always good to see her. We talked together for a long time, and then I was her supervisor for a couple of years.
That's correct.
But it's always good to see her, and always good to see you, Jason. I appreciate you.
You too.
Years and years and years of friendship, and that's not enough years probably for how far back we go.
We're getting old, Corey.
We are.
We've arrived.
Turned 50 this year, and I feel 50.
I will turn 50 in May, so I'm not far behind you, my friend. And it is. You're a good friend. You're a good leader. You're just a good man. And, I think we're proud to have your kind of leadership
Appreciate
the
all
way
you've
for our
done
kids.
for our county.
Yep, absolutely.
I appreciate y'all and what you're doing for spring sports. I mean that. I know the kids appreciate this, and that's why we do it too.
Corey Clemens, our superintendent of education. Folks, make him welcome when he heads up to Jemison. Great news throughout the county. Wonderful things happening in the past 3 years, and going to be a great election coming up soon, and we wish him the best of luck. Now, something very special that we're going to end our coverage with tonight is we have, tell us who we've got with us this evening. Introduce yourself to us, dear.
My name's Demaya.
Demaya? Oh, that's a pretty name, a pretty young lady. And who's going to join her?
Her mother, Misha.
Misha. And this is sponsored by Garrison Farm and Home Center. Every game this spring, whether softball or baseball, someone, probably a student, is going to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." So this is the young ladies, how about that, that's going to do that for us right now. So folks, sit back, relax, and enjoy "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
Sing it. Oh. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd.
I don't care if I never
get back. Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes you out at the old ball game.
Outstanding, everybody.
Outstanding.
Just
Great
a little
job.
taste
Thank
of
you.
springtime
Thank y'all.
here at
Thank
the
you.
baseball park. The Lady Rebels come away with the inaugural win in their brand new softball stadium, 13-1. They scored 13 runs on 10 hits. 8 of those runs were unearned. Coach, what are your thoughts on what we've seen from Thorsby? They really kind of just clicked along, and all of a sudden exploded.
Well, their pitching came on strong. Brooklyn she threw a great game tonight, but her defense worked behind her. I think that was the key to Thorsby maintaining only giving up 1 run was pitching and defense. They did a great job. Billingsley, they could have put the bat on the ball a little more, but now what happened was they came up with too many errors.
Yeah.
Errors killed them tonight, but it's the first night, so they've got several nights to redeem themselves.
The one person, we saw great defensive play at shortstop, but talk a little bit about Raines, the young lady at shortstop for Billingsley. She was a defensive gem tonight for the Bears.
Yes, she came through. She was solid on shortstop, but, Thorsby kept hitting the gappers, hitting doubles, hitting triples, some pass balls, and some balls that were thrown away that players were advancing on the bases. I think they only had like 8 unearned runs. I mean, so Thorsby really capitalized on Billingsley's mistakes.
Reeser in the circle gives up one hit on the night, struck out 7, I believe, and then she was the MVP at the plate at the leadoff spot. She was 3 for 4 with 2 RBI, 2 triples, and a single.
Solid night for
just
Reeser.
a great way to start her season. Coach, we'll be back together tomorrow night, but this time we'll have a little bit smaller ball that we're dealing with. We'll be here at Thorsby, but we'll watch the Jemison Panthers come calling on the Thorsby Rebels tomorrow night. Game time 6:30, airtime 6:15 right here on Piper Peach Radio. You looking forward to that one?
I am. I'm looking forward to seeing, it's always a great night when Jemison and Thorsby get together and play each other.
Yep.
So I'm sure it'll be a great game.
And we suspect both of those teams are going to be good. The Rebels will be one of the better teams in Class 2A. We know that, or until the classifications change. They have a huge portion of the team last year that made the playoff run back So we're looking forward to that. We know Jemison will also be improved as well. Young talent coming up as well. Carter Domino will be one of the stalwarts there on the mound for them. I would imagine that Cooper Smitherman will be as well. He'll see a lot of action too. So should be very interesting baseball game tomorrow night. It should be a lot of fun, and we already know the crowd's going to be fantastic on a Friday night in Thorsby. So, Coach, any final thoughts before we let you out of here this evening?
I'm glad to see it's here.
Me and you both.
I've been waiting on it.
I have to. And thank you once again. Thank you for coming along because you add so much to what we do.
It.
Yeah, we're glad you're part of the family.
Thank you.
So, folks, for Coach Lisa Robinson, I'm Jason Green. Our time is up. We thank you for yours. Final score from Thorsby, 13-1. Lady Rebels open their season with a big win over Billingsley. We'll be right back on the air tomorrow night at 6:15 with high school baseball. The McKinnon Toyota Nissan High School Baseball Showcase live from Thorsby as the Rebels host the Panthers. Again, for Coach Robinson, I'm Jason. We thank you for joining us tonight on Piper Peach Radio. God bless you. God bless America.
Good night.